Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Affinity. I'm Tigorso, here with Garen, and today we are going to be doing some more work on... Oh, creeper. Yeah, got him. On the tower. So, as you can see from last time, my vine farm is growing very well. I have not harvested it recently, so it's kind of overgrown. But this is what the finished first section looks like, first layer. I think there's a total of 4 layers. But we've got the arches, we've got the lamps, everything goes up, and then inside you can see that we've got just sort of a basic setup right now. A couple lamps in the corners and just some dirt steps to go up. Me and Garen have been working. The granite is going. After looking at it for a while, I just feel like it doesn't really work. So we're looking for something to replace this with. We've played around with glass and some other things, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, me and Garen have also been working on the system of getting up here. Right now, it's just dirt, a dirt staircase. And that's about it. So, we'll eventually figure it out and get it all up and running and everything like that. So, I'm just not 100% sure on what would be a good way to do it, because we tried doing some of the how do I want to say this? The slime block stuff, and I was a little bit disappointed in the slime blocks because while they do wonderfully move you, they don't move you very far, which was a little bit disappointing. So let's see here. I need this and this. Okay, there we go. So I have right now, unfortunately, run out of 5 up, 5.5 up, 8 across with a big old contraption. So yeah, we're not really 100% on what we're gonna do. And also, I have run out of lamps. So that's actually something that we need to start working on, is getting more of these lamps, because there's supposed to be a lamp here, basically. Yes, actually, that's a fantastic idea. If you guys have seen any cool ideas for slime block launchers, preferably something small, definitely let us know what you guys have seen, because we aren't totally on the up and up. So we don't see a lot of the things that you guys do. But, definitely if you guys have any sort of, suggestions or cool contraptions and things like that, just give us a holla. There we go. And a boop. And a boop. Let's see. I need to... Let's move everything over like this. I need to have plenty of things. Ah, look at bears. So nice. But yeah, so Halloween is coming up in a couple days. I hope you guys are excited. Of course, Garen is Dr. Bear, from Star Trek Voyager. We've been watching it a lot lately, and I am... Oh, there we go. I am 7 of Tig. So I have Borgie implants and stuff like that, and Garen made it for me, and I love it. It's awesome. Show your mobile emitter. Other way. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. Right there. So awesome. Really love that show. Actually, we're getting close to being done on it. Let's see this one. Yeah, it's like when you spend so much time watching a series and stuff like that, it gets really, you get super attached to it. It becomes like a, this super duper thing that you're doing. So when a show like that starts to reach its end point. Like, we know that there are only 7 seasons, and we're on season 7. So it's kind of like, oh no, this thing that we've been doing for, such a long time is coming to a close. I always feel like whenever I watch a show so much and it ends, which doesn't happen all that often. Usually I stop watching a show well before it ends. It's like super sad, and like this friend that you had, for the last, however long you've been watching it is gone. It's really sad. So we're coming up on that for Voyager, and it made me realize a couple things. Is that one, having only ever watched like some of the Star Trek movies and some of we watched all of the Next Generation, but when it was airing on TV, I didn't actually watch it all that much. The Star Trek series have been going for like a really long time, and actually since like 2000, it's the first time that we've ever not had a regularly recurring Star Trek series on television, which was actually like super weird, because it's been running like almost every couple years since like the 60s when it first aired with the original series. But since like 2000, it's been like 15, almost 20 years since we've had a regular Star Trek series, which I think is just like super weird. And it makes me wonder, like, Star Trek is pretty popular, so I wonder what it is. Is this right? Or is this one extra? Okay, all right. So it makes me wonder why, we don't have a regular series, which is super duper interesting. And that leads me to be sort of like, it's actually kind of super weird how companies perceive their fan bases. Let's see, that one over there. Like, let's take Capcom, for instance, because this was a sort of like a recent thing that happened. Fans have been crying and crying for, a new, what's the word? Mega Man. There you go. Fans have been crying for new Mega Man for years. And Capcom was like, it's just bears. And Capcom was like, well, there's not enough interest in it. We're not going to, create a new series because nobody really wants a new Mega Man, except for bears. Bears want Mega Mans like WTF. So it's kind of like, well, Mega Man is like a super duper popular series, like hella popular. Let's see, I think is that right? Yeah. So it makes me sort of wonder, like, where are they getting this information? And, because definitely, like, everyone, including bears the most, would love a new Mega Man. So they're obviously hearing things that, are not true. So where are they hearing these things? And it was like, probably, I don't even know, maybe like a month, maybe 2 months after they like officially came out and said, we will not. Yeah, exactly. People do want games. And it was like 2 months or so after they came out and said that, nobody wants a new Mega Man, that the creator actually came out and was like, okay, I'm going to create a new Mega Man, and put, he didn't come out and say that he was going to make a new Mega Man, because I don't actually technically think he can, but he said he's going to do like a spiritual successor or something like that, and it became what we know of as the Mighty Number 9, which is going to be a sort of like, Mega Man spin-off, I guess you could say, but it's done by the creator, the original creator of Mega Man. So it's like, it got funded in like 2 days, because everybody was like, wait, a new Mega Man that's not Mega Man, but done by the person who did Mega Man, but pretty much going to be Mega Man so that he doesn't get sued into oblivion. And everyone was like, hell yes. And everyone was all over it. So it was like, well, wait, did I do that right? Yes. So it was like, well, there's your interest. And it showed that Capcom made a huge mistake in that there was a hell of a lot of demand for a new Mega Man. So, I was kind of like, okay, well, there you go. And it's, I feel like people who do like popular things are like stuck in this bubble where they don't associate with fans maybe enough. And Bear, do you have wood? Can you make me a crafting table? Thank you. Like, they're not, spending any time with fans, so they're not getting the sort of information that they should. I don't know, it's like super confusing, because when something is so popular, for people to just sort of, for businesses to just sort of abandon it is really super weird, but it happens. It happens all the time. Let's see, what was the other example that I was going to use? Bear, do you have another example of something like that happened? Because I know there was another one. Star Fox. I mean, Star Fox is a super popular series. Where the hell's another Star Fox? It's just weird. Yeah, not one of those adventures thingies. Those things sucked. But it's a similar sort of situation. Uh-oh. I should have more cracked bricks here somewhere. I'll need more of those. Oh no, I'm out of cracked bricks. Anything? Okay, alright, so I'm out of cracked bricks. That'll be alright. I'll just use regular bricks for now. Of which I have 5. Oops. I went and I mined up a whole bunch of stuff the other day, and it's like a tons of diorite and granite and all the other stuff, and it's like, I guess I forgot to get some of the basics. All right, cool. I'm just gonna continue. But yeah, it's super weird. I don't get it, and I'm sure that there's probably, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do cobble, so that way it stands out. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and then got a circle brick over here. All right, there we go. Back on track. So I feel like it was sort of a similar situation with Star Trek. There are people, big wig TV execs are like, not going to do another Star Trek because the last one, like, I think it was like Enterprise or whatever it is, wasn't very popular. Some people have said that it was okay, but it wasn't great. Which, I guess to each his own. So, it just makes me weird. Like, it's like, oh, this one didn't do very well, so I think that we should scrap the entire thing. And I feel like that's like this pervasive attitude in media. Like, there was probably at one point a Mega Man game that didn't do very well. So, this game didn't sell very well, so we're just gonna scrap this, classic series. And it's a little weird. I don't quite understand it, but it does happen. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of reasoning that they use. It's probably just boils down to greed, basically. It's a money-making business. If they don't feel like they're going to get their money's worth, then they're not going to make a show, no matter how much everyone loves it. So, I guess it's just a fact of life. Oh, I know, exactly. Firefly. Everyone loved it, but, their ratings were poor, so they canceled it. And, oh, God. Like, seriously, I don't think that I've ever said this aloud, but if I could trade something like Star Trek or Star Wars and in return get Firefly, you damn well better believe that I'd do that in a heartbeat. Like, no questions asked. Yes, don't even have to think about it. Not like all the previous stuff, but going forward, if there was only like Firefly and no more like Star Trek or Star Wars, I'd totally be down for that. Because I feel like Firefly was amazing. It was so good. My God. Yeah, but since that's not a possibility, because, Joss Whedon has said that there's no more Firefly. It's no longer going to be a thing. It never will be a thing. I want more Star Trek. Like, seriously. Like, a new series would probably be incredibly popular, especially since we've got the Star Trek movies with the alternate universe and things like that. They easily could pop something out. And one of the things that has shown me is that it doesn't always have to be the Enterprise. It could be, a ship like Voyager or, something like Deep Space Nine. Those things are okay to do because they fit into the universe so well. And it's like, there's just a new crew, different ship, but everything about the show that we love is still there. So, it's definitely something that they could do. Technobabble, love the Technobabble. Yes, it's one of my favorite things about the show is when they start explaining like how the systems work and like, all the different things. It's just amazing. So, I absolutely love the show, and when it ends exactly, it's like, oh, this is so convincing, it makes perfect sense, I believe that, even though it's like totally doesn't. It's like not even a thing, but they're so much more advanced than we are. That's a thing, I've said that before. So it's like once this series ends, it'll be sad, I'll miss it, but hopefully they'll come out with something new. I think I heard rumors about it. I don't remember what I heard. I think I just heard like somebody say that like, oh, there was going to be a new Star Trek. And I think that would be absolutely amazing. Die. All right, so basically, we've got most of this level complete. I think I only have 2 more rows to do, but I also need to do like much more gathering and 1 more row? Sweet. So I'll finish that, and then I can't wait until we break over the mountain. Once we get up to a point where you can see it from spawn, and we get the lights installed, it's going to look amazing, and everybody's going to be able to see it. I cannot wait. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give that sucker a like. Happy Spooktoberween. You guys all be safe, partying and drinking and doing all those things that you crazy kids do. And, yeah, don't get hit by cars, check your candy. All that stuff your parents told you. And if you guys have a show or anything that you like watched for a long time or binge watched and then felt like totally sad and depressed that it ended, go ahead and let us know in the comments and tell us what shows you like. And we'll see you next time. Take care.